Ladies and gentlemen, today it is a great Motivation Monday right here on Influencer Radio. I'm your host, Kevin C. Pride, and today is a very special show. It's going to be all about the Rice Awards today. I don't know if you heard about the Rice Awards. It is a national award show. It is one of the biggest and upcoming type of coveted awards anybody wants to win, and I am so graced and so blessed, okay, to have the great Chandon Carter in studio with me, and I'm gonna tell you how great this man is. He's gonna get the whole show. All right, I'm gonna sit here and just talk with Chandon the whole show. We go way back. He is my brother. We from Montgomery all the way in by the way of Chicago. So This man has been all over the world. He is one of the best promoters I have ever worked with, and one of the best hosts. I mean, stellar dude.
So keep popping my collar, man. Come on.
I'm trying to.
Come on, man.
I'm working for my check today. So thank you so much for being here, man. I feel so honored to have you.
All right. What's going on out there, everybody? Hey, this is your guy. You know what? I've been away from the radio for a minute, so I feel like I'm already at home. This is the home of Chandon's Corner, the fastest growing talk show in America. But I just happened to come across the hall, man. First of all, this platform that you have, man, I'm so amazed, man. I got chills on my body because of the fact I seen you.
I see you shaking.
I seen you about 12 to 16 years ago.
Yes.
In between that time, man, and you just grew up to be a nice-looking young man, a good family man, a good businessman.
Thank you.
I just want to pop your collar virtually. I want to virtually pop your collar, man, because I know where you come from.
Thank you.
I remember when you had a bag. Nah, I'm just playing. But you in the rap world and everything. You pursued your musical career. Third City, representing that 3A Montgomery, Alabama tag, and I was there because of school and throwing all the flyest parties. Had 2 nightclubs, one in Montgomery, one in Tuskegee. And for me to be older than you and for me to be your friend, even at this point in my life, God make things come around 360 degrees, full circle, man. So,
last time we did this, I was on your show.
That's right.
Now you on the #1 rated business show on the Real 1100.
And I believe that. And I believe that. Right now it's just on this station, 1100. Yeah. But I believe that your brand is going to go much further. And I just want to let you know I'm behind you all the way.
Thank you.
I want to bathe in your blessing. No, listen. I want to bathe in your blessing because, if I can't cheer you on, God is not going to make me the man that I pray to be every day.
That's true.
So first of all, congratulations what's going on today. And I'm celebrating you tomorrow because I know that it's going to be a bigger purpose. And this little market that we in right now, man, I can see you going syndicate. And then I'm gonna be right behind you, man. I'm gonna say, hey, can I come on for a second? So if I could just say, God is good. One time on your show when you go national, I'm right behind you with mine. Amen.
But today it's about you.
Okay, I take that. I take that.
We really want to talk about the Rice Awards, and we really want to dig in deep because we want to know. I know every time you do something, you always got all these surprises.
Right.
You always create these wowing experiences. And I tell folks all the time. I even tell this to my clients. If you really want to sell people on your services, or you really want to connect with your clients, you got to create that wow.
Right.
You can't sell that wow, but once they feel that wow, you got a client for life.
Correct.
And you are an expert in creating that wow. All your events have always been stellar events. You get the best crowds. You get, a lot of the best people. So tell us about the Rice Awards. First of all, why did you even come up with the Rice Awards?
Whoa, man, that's a big old story, man. I didn't know you were asking me that question. I thought we were going to talk about the year 2019 of it, but we can take it all the way back to 2011.
Wow.
I used to work for this guy. He had an award show, and I didn't like the way he was doing a lot of his award show.
Okay.
And I always was told that if you don't like what someone is doing, you create your own.
Okay.
And so I was in the gospel sector. I was working with this gospel award show, and I became the face of the franchise because he became sick. And so it was a lot of lying that the family was doing as I was telling who won, who was winning. I said, I need you all to be at the show because you're in the top 3. And then I was like, well, do I really need to come, Chandon? I said, yeah, you really need to come because, you basically won. I need you to be up there. But because of the fact, whoever sold the most tickets, this guy, he was like fixing his show according to who bought tickets. Okay. And the show was, 2 or 3 days away. Nobody like to give away awards when the person is not there to receive it.
That's true.
And I can understand that. So I lost a lot of communication with a lot of people because of the fact I was the face of the franchise.
Oh, yeah.
And so I took the hit.
You always
So
do.
I always take the hit. So you know what? It was his gospel show, but I knew I was going to branch away and do my own gospel show, and it was called the Rice Awards.
The Rice Awards.
It was honoring the fivefold ministry leaders outside the traditional walls of a church.
Okay.
It wasn't meant to honor people who was doing stuff inside the church. It was honoring those that do stuff in the community outside the church.
Okay.
So Rice actually stood for Rising in Church Excellence.
Wow. Okay.
So God told me, well, you're not ready yet. A lot of the other people that was there with me also said, don't come out yet because you're attached to his brand.
Okay.
People are not going to participate.
Give it a while.
So by me knowing the biblical numbers, God said, I'm going to give you 5 years. Get grace, get grace, get grace. And so on the 5th year, that's why I left the Rising in Church Excellence and made it Rising in Community Excellence, because it still served the same purpose, but it's to a different group of people.
Wow.
So after that 5 years of the Rice Awards, when it started serving the community, God gave me the vision by coming up with the Steeple Awards.
Okay.
That's my baby right there. I love God. God loves me. You don't love God. What's wrong with you?
I know that's
you
right.
You heard Eric Campbell. So
God
basically,
good on a bad day.
yeah. So the Steeple Awards is what I came up with, and,
Okay.
and that award show is just celebrating number 4. And now we're going to the 5th year next year. And boy, do we have a big show for that. But right now we hear about the RICE,
So
the Rising Excellence Community Excellence Awards. Yeah.
Thank you for letting us know that, because I was going to say, if there's maybe 2 people that have never heard of this,
Yeah,
they need to know
yeah.
what the RICE stands for. So it's
Okay.
Rising
Yeah.
in Community Excellence.
Yeah, RICE stands for Rising in Community Excellence Awards. We honor nonprofits, foundations, do-gooders, community leaders, volunteers,
Okay.
everybody that loves to do stuff for the community.
Okay.
We honor politicians, police officers, just anybody that contribute to the community, the
Wow.
consumer or individual that can change their life. You
That's
you could just be working for another company, or you could be working for your own company. You could be the director, or you could be a volunteer.
Okay.
It all depends how the nominations come in. And this year, man, we had our highest record of 1,200 nominations that came in from across the state of Georgia.
And I'm one of them.
You one of them.com.
Wow.
He the one, y'all. He the one, y'all.
Well, it's amazing what you're doing, man. Tell us some of the categories and some of the type things that you're going to be honoring people for, because I think that's really important, so we can kind of get an idea of a better sense of, the Rice Awards and some of the awards and some of the things that people will be winning.
Well, the Rice Awards, we started out with like 2 or 3 categories. We was trying to, back in 2011, we come from humble beginnings. We was in the bottom of a basement of a nightclub.
Wow.
And we had 40 people to attend, and about 25 of them was participants. So I was charging $10 at the door. So you can already know I only made $100.
Let me, because this is a business show. Let me tell y'all something. Great things always start small.
Correct.
It always start small. So
Correct.
when you do stuff, you put it out there, 2 or 3 folks attend, or
Right.
2 or 3 folks bite on the post or something like that. Keep doing it.
That's right.
Because
Never give
number
up.
one, you owe them 2 or 3 folks that showed up for you. I'm believing in you.
That's
so
right.
let's stay consistent on it. I ain't going to cut you off. Go
Oh,
ahead.
no, that's good. That's good stuff there. So the very first Rice Awards, we started out in 2011, and we was in the bottom of a basement of a nightclub, and we had 40 people. We had 8 categories, and the award was given to the one that did the most in all categories put together. So we had a 1 overall winner. We had them a trophy, which was made of crystal. It was totaling $100. It was a total of $125. So when I made $100, at the end of the night, I was under 25 plus.
I know, right?
Because I didn't even have caterers, man. I had to go get some chicken wings from Publix, and I snuck it in because the club didn't want me to have it there.
Wow.
I just had to hide it. So number 1, number 2, and then number 3, by word of mouth, people started talking about it. And so I just stayed in prayer, man, and I said, 1 for the Father, 1 for the Son, and 1 for the Holy Spirit. And so when I got to number 3, man, that's when it started blowing up. I did it on a Thursday, called it a business meeting. Some other people got behind me and sowed seeds into my ministry, and this ministry just launched off at number 3.
Wow.
And so we went from 40 people to now, last year, we had a total of 527 Georgians coming out to the
Now,
city
I don't know about folks in Atlanta, Okay. And I don't know how well they know this, but if you throw events, anybody that throw events, they know if you get 500 people in one place to show up, pay for it. Okay.
All right.
You doing some major things.
That's it.
I'm telling you, just to get 20 folks to show up this day and age in Atlanta,
right. You know
it's
why?
so much stuff going on.
Because it's just entertainers.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes when you have a gospel concert, is artists entertaining artists.
Yeah.
You know, I guess people are holding their money to do something else with it or are not sure. That's why also in Atlanta, people buy tickets the week of.
Yeah.
And to God be the glory, man, we already went through 175 tickets and we still got like 42 days left before the actual show takes place.
You know, that's amazing because I was just having this conversation with the president of the Urban League, and I was explaining to her, people in Atlanta buy tickets at the last minute. the day before, you're going to get flooded with folks want to do this.
Right.
But 90 days out, you can forget about it. Not here.
That's it.
It's too much stuff I got to decide behind.
So, yeah, we built a strong brand. And not only that, between my staff and I and the board members that we have, we are launching another Rice Awards, Houston, Texas.
Wow. On
September the 14th. So if you're out there in Houston, Texas, we have the Rice Awards, Houston, Texas. And then March 2020, I'm taking it back to my city, which is Montgomery, Alabama, where I graduated from the Alabama State University.
We got to do it.
So we going back there. And, hey, I'd like for you to be involved, man. I'd like to have Montgomery see what you prosper to be and just take over the show, man, with me.
Thank you so much. That music, I know what you know that music means.
Time to pay some bills.
We got to pay some bills. So we're going to go to break real quick, and we coming back. Today is all the Rice Awards. So we'll be right back with C. Chandon Carter. Y'all stay tuned. Kevin C. Pride, Influencer Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now back right here with Influencer Radio. I'm sitting here talking to the great C. Chandon Carter, the one
legend.
and only. There you go, the legend.
The legend.
So we talking about the Rice Awards. Before we left, we was talking about some of the categories that people are winning awards in.
Yeah, man. You know, the categories, like I was telling you back in 2011, it started out with 8 categories, man. And to God be the glory. And we reached out across the state of Georgia, and we said, what else is out there that people are doing that's doing great things in the community?
So this is all over Georgia. This is not just Atlanta.
This award show is the Rice Awards Georgia.
Wow.
This is just not Metro Atlanta. We got a lot of people from Augusta, Macon, and other cities.
I better not be in a category against Stacey Abrams, okay? Do not put me up against that woman.
We talked about that earlier, man. On that behalf, it's not who you are, it's how you work to get your votes, because it works off votes. Just like you got a campaign for our governor, hey, you got a campaign to win the Rice Awards because, man, you my boy. So if I say you won, they're going to say, oh, they connected.
Yeah.
But after the award show, hey, you want to see some numbers, you contact the office and we give you a fax of the results.
There you go.
And some people just can't handle the fact of the results because some people with some nice names may have like 4 votes and you may have 400.
Wow.
Because they didn't work.
Yeah.
If you don't work, you don't eat.
Okay.
See?
Go ahead.
In that order. But yeah, we picked up with some more categories, man. We got a total of 7 categories. And we got Business Person of the Year, Music and the Arts, Sports and Recreation. That's a new category this year because a lot of people sow seeds into children's lives. Change their whole life all over. So, I was inside the Rice Awards number 8. And one of my guys came up to me. He said, hey, man, why you don't have a category for sports and recreation? I said, ting. All right.
I got you.
I got you next year. And so it makes sense because just some of the categories like that with Sam Crenshaw and Glenn Ford and Quicksilver Sports Club, man, they doing so much inside Metro Atlanta that just change the lives and influence the youth of tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And see, the youth of tomorrow is going to take care of us. They're the one that's running this state.
There you go.
And so, like I say, to God be the glory that I created generational wealth. The Rice Awards can be around a long time for my daughter
Legacy.
and then her children because there's more than 42,000 nonprofits registered in the state of Georgia. And I'm only picking up 140 nominees.
Okay.
So just imagine that's a legacy that's right there if it goes according to plan to God's purpose.
Okay. Wow.
So we got 15 categories and you definitely in one of them, man. For the Rising Star, because you're doing a lot of stuff, man. You do too much right now. You could have been in any one of these categories.
Yeah, I was actually up last night at like 3 o'clock this morning teaching entrepreneurship
to
people in Malawi, Africa.
That's Business Person of the Year right there.
Yeah.
And then you on the radio. That's music and arts. And then you walked up here inside the studio. That's sports and recreation. I
cover all of them.
I'm not paying you on the radio show, so that's nonprofit.
There you go.
So yeah, we're looking forward to have a great time, man. We got people from all over. We got, one thing I love about this show, Kevin, is because it's versatile. There's so many different people from different backgrounds, man. You're gonna meet, the white man, the black man, the red man, the yellow man, the purple man. Everybody shows up, man, and participates.
And this is what I try to tell people, especially some of my clients, is like, you need to be in the room.
Need to be in the room.
A lot of times, I don't want to go to an award show. I ain't get nominated or something. I'm like, do you know the level of people that's going to be here?
Right.
Because let me tell you something. The power people are never the people that everybody knows. They always some dude that's sitting over there in the corner. He not saying nothing. He chilling or whatever. But he the man.
Right.
But you would never know it if you don't get out here and really start shaking hands and go to the right events. Because there's so many out there nowadays. So if you're not at the right event, and your event is the right event to be at. So where's it going to be?
Well, it's going to be registered and taking place our 4 years in a row. It's going to be at the Atlanta City Hall inside of our atrium. And we grew so much last year, man. 310 people are on the floor. Okay. We had to move up to the second level, so that's 217 was upstairs. Okay. So you got 310. So I'm telling you all, if y'all want to come, we got dinner for you all. The dinner is $100. Make sure you sow that seed because my plan, Kevin, last year I gave away $2,018.
Okay.
That was because that was the year. But God told me I need you to sow more into the community. This award show is not about me. I don't. To God be the glory, man. I got chills again. I know the Holy Spirit, man. The Holy Spirit is here. My goal is to give away $5,000. Okay. I want to give away $5,000, and you are qualified for this $5,000 because you are a nominee.
Okay.
I want to give away $5,000 to one person that night to change their life because my nonprofit is going to write it off to you, so the government would know who it go to.
Okay.
And then I would get the credit for being the foundation, the 501c3. So I have no problem giving away money at all.
But I'll tell you what, this is my vow to everybody watching live on Facebook, everybody listening on the radio. If Kevin Pride wins the award and I win that cash nomination, all 5,000 of it is going to charity.
Okay, that's what it is.
We're sending it directly to
the gift that keep on giving.
A charity.
That's right. It's the gift that keep on giving.
And it's going to be a qualified charity, okay? Don't come at me talking about, hey, man, I got a nonprofit. Can you give me $5,000?
Yeah, you got to be registered. You got to be registered and doing something. Last year, out of those categories, man, our board members was able to look over 6 beautiful categories, 6 beautiful foundations and nonprofits that's really doing stuff in the community. Because your registration and your nomination for 2019, we go back in your years, man. We look at your Facebook, we look at your social media, wherever it is, see what you did in 2013, 14, 15, 16. So if you're consistent, if you out there listening to this show or you actually streaming it right now on social media, if you are a nominee and you know you've been putting the time in every single year, you already know you up for that $5,000 because we already know who we want to give it to. Okay. We just got to have the board members to vote on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nobody know, and you got to be in the building because if you're a nominee and you're not in the building, we're gonna give that money to somebody else. But then I'm gonna make an advertisement and say you should have been there.
Oh, hey.
So my goal is to give away $5,000. If I don't give away $5,000, we're definitely giving away $2,019 for the year.
And once again, if I win, no, I don't say if no more. Okay, I'm through with the word if. When I win, when I win, we're gonna give $2,019 away to charity.
That's right.
Or we're gonna give $5,000.
That's right. Either one of those.
Right there on the stage.
Either one of those, and I'm quite sure everybody can use it because of the fact. I be seeing everybody feeding the homeless, man. I see people getting portable showers and letting them shower.
I tell folks all the time.
Haircuts and things.
I tell folks all the time, the greatest thing that you can ever do for folks is put money in their pocket.
Correct.
Because it's not up to me to come in your life and tell you what to do, how to do it, and all this type of stuff, unless you want my coaching.
Right.
Then I will take you to the next level. But it's more so about giving you what you need.
Right.
It's nothing greater when a family's in trouble or when someone's in trouble and you say, hey, man, I can help you out.
Correct.
You don't owe me nothing.
Right.
I just want to help you. I want to help you with your family and your kids because I know I've been there. I've had times where I almost lost everything and I needed help myself. I ain't had nobody to help me.
I've been there too, man.
Ain't nobody help me but my mama. Thank you. But, I'm still here to this day. I really want to switch gears now because this is a business show.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to talk about the business of the Rice Awards.
Okay.
And I want you to tell your secret sauce. Okay.
Yeah, because the game.
I know everybody out there want to hear the secret sauce.
Because the game is to be sold, not told. But today on your show, I'm gonna give your listeners what they want to hear. So whatever you have, I'm gonna
tell all these event folks, because when we look at events and stuff in Atlanta, I got to be honest, you top notch. You probably top 3. So tell me, what is some of the key things that you look at when you start to put events together, and how do you look at this thing? How do you monetize it in a way that, all right, I'm going to get this event, we're going to make it successful, we're going to make some money, we're going to give some money away, and we're going to help all the people that function with our event? How do you
Kevin,
process
that's a good question, man. That's like 5 questions in one statement.
We got time.
First of all, you have to be real with the people that you converse with.
Okay.
You have to be able to give them a product. If you even got to barter your talent and your skills. I have a radio show.
Okay.
So I was able to leverage my show for cross advertisement. You support me, I support you.
Okay.
But during that time, you also have to get out and support them in their endeavors. Support is a verb.
Yes.
You have to also give, because you're my friend. If you have an event, Kevin, me showing up is not support, but me giving you the price that you asking me to attend is support. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like today, I gave away $100 to an organization that was selling tickets. I couldn't make it, but I sent my money.
Okay.
So that's what I do. I send my money to events that I'm invited to, but they end up coming to me. So we keep this little networking. So we all exchanging dollars. So I have grew my network to like 45 people. We just exchange dollars.
Wow.
So before the Rice Awards even start, there's 45 friends that support me. That's $4,500 already in the pot.
There you go.
That's building rental.
Okay.
That's advertisement. That's a contractor's fee. Because in my line of business, I do 95% of the work. So I can control 95% of the check because I pay myself out of a check. A lot of people fail in this business because they use this check in order to live off of. You can't do that.
No.
Once you start having events and then you need to use the money to start paying your bills, you're in the event for the wrong reason.
Okay.
You will fail. So I have a job. And so my job takes care of me and my loved ones and who I want to give that blessing to.
Okay.
It's hard for me to give that money away. If I go to work for it, I don't give that money away. But I was telling someone this morning, as long as my hands stay open, I can give and receive.
Oh, wow.
And so that's the reason I don't face people. I don't even have to know you. My hands are always open because you may want to give to me after you hear my heart. You can hear my voice all day. But if you hear my heart, my hand is open. Wow. I'm not asking you for the money.
Yeah.
You say, I want to sow a seed into his brother's life. He's doing great and mighty things. And the Rice Awards allow me to have that. The Rice Awards money is given away to nonprofits. It's given away to those that need help. It's given to those other organizations that want to do more. Because the Rice Awards, we try to look for the organizations that we don't know what's going on.
Wow.
That's why we give away money like that. Okay. And the more money that we get, the more money that we can sow seeds. So I'm looking for the biggest sponsor out there. I'm on this radio show today. Somebody want to sow a seed. If you go to the riceawards.com right now, there's a tab on the ticket say donation. Donate your resources to us and let us put it out into the community. That money is not going to me. You know what kind of car I drive.
Yeah.
I bought that car in 2007. I'm driving that car right today. Even though I have money saved all up in the ceiling where I live at, it doesn't mean
we're going to your house next.
It doesn't mean anything, man. It means that I'm able to sow that seed that you gave to me because the bottom line is if you mess over on donated funds, you will go to jail.
Yeah.
So one thing about me, by being a nonprofit, I report my annual fee, my annual earnings to the state of Georgia every single year. And if the state of Georgia don't have a problem with it, you shouldn't either.
Wow, that's powerful. Now, logistically, how do we monetize these events? Because I see a lot of folks putting stuff on, but it's like some of these events you go to, it's like they don't know what they're doing. I just got to be honest with you because I do events too. I don't do them at your level yet. But
you got to do it. You got to find the right contractor, man. You got to find people.
Okay.
You got to find right.
They know how to lay it out.
Because look, Kevin, even though you watch me from the sideline, I still have problems. I thank you for being the top 3. But right now, if I had to look on myself, when I start realizing that I'm in the bottom 20, I do more.
I got you.
And so that's why the Rice Awards is growing because you can't hang around people that celebrate you.
Wow.
You have to hang around people that you're trying to be like.
There you go.
That's why my brother said, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. There's too many pigeons. There's too many bottom feeders, man.
Woo!
It's too many. I want to be that eagle. I want to fly high. So whatever drops out of my mouth as I fly to the next level, I want to feed those below me.
We dropping serious nuggets today.
But then I want to pick them up and say, hey, I saw you eat what I delivered. Let me show you how to get what I got.
Well, I tell you what. I'm going to tell you the type of man I am. You don't have to give me the award. But just for you and all you have done in my life and the influence that you have had and all the advice that you have given me, I'm going to give you a free commercial slot from now till the time that the Rice Awards airs. We record it right here today, and it'll be airing from now all the way into the Rice Awards.
Well, man, I appreciate you.com because right now we are cutting a commercial and we got our 5 honorees, man. These honorees, God be the glory for their hard work throughout the state of Georgia, man.
Wow.
We are putting this commercial together, man. You're going to be the first person to get this commercial.
Okay.
We also got a seed soar of $1,000 to put it on other radio stations and TVs, but I'm going to use that and buy corner-to-corner advertisement for the state of Georgia.
Wow.
But you know what, man? Even though you're going to do it for free, man, I still got to sow a seed into your ministry. So I tell you what, man, I know that we selling tickets, and we got to do a lot more. So I tell you what, you buy one ticket, man, you get one free. That's just for you because I'm on your show. Because somebody...
I know my wife watching. You coming with me, baby.
Somebody is watching this show right now that's going to sow a seed into my ministry, and I just definitely need to get it back out there because of the fact if you show up, your wife got friends, they're going to sow seeds back into our ministry as well, man. So, hey, you buy one ticket, man, you get one free. That's on me for doing what you're doing.
Now, you are we dropping some nuggets here today. I don't know if y'all hear through this conversation all this great advice that's coming out. So one of the biggest things and the points that he made a few minutes ago, he contracts somebody to come in and show him how to set the floor up and all this type of stuff.
Correct.
And this is the key, and especially in entrepreneurship and business. You don't have to know how to do every little thing.
No, you don't. You gotta
learn. You gotta learn how to run the team. It's your job to create the vision, make the vision plain, so others may read it and follow it. You create that vision, you create the roadmap, and then you get the other people to execute it for you.
Correct.
And I think you do it better than anybody else, man. I got to be honest with you.
I thank you for that, man. But I don't know what time you got a commercial, but I'm going to go ahead and say this right quick.
Go ahead.
The Rice Awards, you have to team up with some great minds.
Okay.
It's not always about $1. People who donate their time and their services to the award show, that is a write-off. You know your worth.
Okay.
The caterer, like say for instance, a caterer, she has a staff to pay, but she bring her whole catering staff and everything, and she donate all that time. We pay for the food, okay? But because of the fact the food was so delicious amongst 300 people,
okay,
the person we was honoring that year was a millionaire.
Wow.
Several times over. That caterer came in for pennies on a plate, but walked away with more than $200,000
yes,
that night because she had a contract on movies, TV shows to do the catering for 6 mega films that's out there right now.
Wow.
She catered 6 shows and
Once
got over
again,
$200,000.
Once again, nuggets.
Nuggets.
So let me break this down for you. A lot of times when people get asked or to sponsor an event, to be a part of an event, number one, make sure you know who you're dealing with and you know what the purpose and the intent behind it is.
Right.
But a lot of times to get business and get big clients, you need to be associated with big things.
Correct.
So if somebody come ask you to do something like the Rice Awards, do it for free. Do it just so you can be in the room, because the other people that's going to be in that room are going to see you. They're going to try your product. And if you know what you're doing, you're going to pick up a lot more customers than whatever that little event cost you. Seriously, if you had to fix 500 plates, you're probably going to end up doing 15,000
Prime
after
example.
doing the Rice Awards.
Just because I just got tagged right here live. I had a tasting for the desserts.
Okay.
She asked me to come to Phipps Plaza. I went to Phipps Plaza. We sat in the middle of the food court. She did a full display. I'm vegan.
Okay.
But what I seen there was delicious. So I had to taste it with my eyes. But then I asked the vegan gods, I said, vegan gods, please forgive me. I need to taste this. I need to taste this right now. So I tasted it, man. It was so delicious. And then she showed me photos. She came there and said, I like to do it for $1,500.
Wow.
I said, well, ma'am, I have a lot of caterers that would love to be here. They come for free. Sometimes I can charge them and they get a lot of business. She said, well, that's not my business right now. I'm in the line of making money. Well, I said, well, just think about it. You know, I'm not going to make any decision right now. She called me back and said, my husband said we'll do it for free.
Wow.
So
That's
now
God.
that's God. That's God. But she knows the power of the Rice Awards.
That's true.
She had to do an investigation, and because of the fact her food is going to be in 500. Pray to God if it get to 500 this year. 500 miles. That's 500 opportunities. So now she can get the money that she want from other people.
500 high-powered people.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Now, entertainment. How do you, when you start to look at, the Rice Awards and stuff, because when I look at an event, I look at who's coming. I'm like, all right, who is going to give these people the best experience? Who's going to be the person that's really going to set this thing off? How do you look at the entertainment? How do you break that down for your event? How do you put that together?
Well, sometimes entertainment can come to you in many fashions. Remember, you are entertaining a Crayola crayon box at this kind of award show.
Okay.
So you got to make sure you have it all. So the only thing that makes sense is a band.
Okay.
The only thing that makes sense is a person that plays an instrument.
Okay.
Because everybody,
so you create an ambiance.
You got to create that feeling. And so over the years, we kind of went over our show. One thing we would like to do is we like to make sure it's in an amount of time where your butt don't get tired or your feet get wore out. So this year, we don't have any talent.
Okay.
We're not doing any talent this year because of the fact that we figure with all the talking of all the presenters, with the sound man bringing his high-end instruments and stuff that he can play whatever I want to hear, which is play Spotify, play some jazz, smooth jazz in between. You know, they don't know where it comes from. They eating and hitting plates and networking and passing out business cards. Oh, yeah. They're not really looking at who's performing, and that takes away the time from the actual award show. So we're actually gonna have Spotify on deck to actually do the entertainment.
Wow! So he partnered with Spotify to do the music. Now let me tell y'all the other secret. In Atlanta, if you are serious in business and you really got a business, don't go to networking events. Let me be honest with y'all. Networking events never attract the right people. They attract everybody that's just like you looking for business.
Right.
You want to go to the Rice Awards. You want to go to these award shows and this type of thing. This is where successful people go. Seriously, because people need to know this. And I try to always promote business advice to people and give folks actionable tips when they listen to the show. But these are the places and these are events that you want to be at if you're really trying to network and grow your business. Because when in Atlanta, the way we do business, we do it at parties, we do it at award shows, we do it wherever. It's about getting that conversation and that introduction. And do not run up to folks, hey, this me, this is what I do, here come my card, take it. Yep. Nobody wants to hear that. And nobody's going to do business with you like that.
I'm always in the cut, man. I just wear my shirt. Every time I go somewhere, I wear a sports coat and my shirt. Whatever award show I'm advertising for that 6 months out. So I go somewhere, I wear Rice Awards. They say, oh, yeah, I heard about that. How can I get involved? I said, every time between May 1st and August 1st, you come on through. And they said, well, I want to get through now. How much can I pay to get in? I mean, how much can I pay to be a nominee? How much can I pay to win? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I get all that, Kevin. So, know.
But it's some out there like that. If you pay the right price, I give you the award.
I have lost a lot of friends in this award show business. I have lost a lot of friends. I'm about, man, you never honor me, man. You never give me an award. You know what? Well, in due time, you.
But it's
win.
not up to you, though.
It's not,
I think a lot of folks don't know that.
You
need to tell folks that it's not up to you. Say it publicly, so folks know it ain't
family.
You that's making a decision.
It's my vision, but I can still get voted out as CEO because that's why I have a board. Being a nonprofit, you got to have at least 4 members on your board, and they can vote you out if you misappropriate funds.
Wow.
So even though I have to be very careful by being a visionary of this award show because I'm using sponsorship dollars to come in. And so, no, it's not about me. I have people trying to be my friend every year. I have some, I'm going to call them what they are. I have some honeys that's get nominated, then they want to go to dinner and everything and tell me everything that I want to hear as a single man.
Wow.
But the bottom line is I say, well, I can't converse with you no longer. We have to wait till after the award show because I don't want you to think that the dinner that I buy you or whatever I do for you, I want to do it from my heart, not because you're a nominee. So I say, if you want to court me afterwards, let's go ahead and talk about this the day after the award show because right now you're just favored because of the hard work that you do. But it's not up to me. My vote is only 3%. All the board members get a 3% vote. And so if you think that you can win with 3%, you lost already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, the food.
The food.
How important is the food?
The food is very important because the food gonna keep them coming back.
Okay.
And so we had this one caterer that, the first year, she followed the guidelines to what I wanted because we mapped it out. She followed the guidelines to the T, but we didn't look at the customers want to be on that red carpet a little longer. So the food became cold because the city hall is a cold building, and the cold air swooped down on the chicken and the rice, man, and the biscuits and whatever, the salad. The only thing that tastes good that night was a salad.
Wow.
Because it was cold.
It was cold.
And so the whole food was cold. And you know what? One thing about this, Kevin, about me, I could make $100,000 before the award show, but I don't spend none of that $100,000 till 2 weeks later.
Okay.
Because that day, we had $17,000 in refunds.
Whoa.
Because of the fact that food was cold. So I said, how can we justify this food in this big establishment? If I can't get the food under control, we have to leave the premises.
Wow.
So last year, it worked.
Okay.
I had 4 hot bars. You go get your food yourself. You get it when you're ready.
Okay.
So we saved a lot of money. The only refund we had last year was only one person because they didn't show up.
But once again, business tip.
You got to learn the business. That's a
business tip. This man just told you cold food cost him $17,000.
Correct.
I mean, that's a big deal. But also the thing is, you found the problem, you created the solution.
Corrected it. Yep.
You know, be stubborn about the goal, but be flexible about the approach.
Amen.
Because a lot of times you're gonna have to switch it up, and you're gonna have to curve, and you're gonna have to shift, but we can still get to the same place.
Yep. Just like saying under promise but over deliver.
There you go. Now, finally, I know you got some surprises. You always got a surprise somewhere in your back
Surprises for the award show?
Yeah.
The award show this year, I mean, Kevin, this year our award show, just our awards alone cost $4,000.
Wow.
That's the budget of a lot of award shows that put on. $4,000 is in our awards only.
Wow.
So this year,
I'm gonna get a nice one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a nice one.
We got $4,000 wrapped up in our awards this year. So this year our budget has been risen to $20,000.
Okay.
We have a $20,000 budget to put this award show on. So it's gonna be all visual.
Okay.
We put it all visually this year.
Wow.
So you're gonna be in for a treat, man. It's something we're gonna have something on every level. We claiming that we're gonna go to the 3rd floor this year, and we're gonna have something up there. We're gonna have the same kind of food on the floor. We're gonna have it on the 2nd and 3rd floor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be a stellar event.
I hope so. I pray in advance, but all I want is 310 people. Basically, everything else is overflow.
I got you. Lastly, this is your chance. I try everybody to come on. I give them 2 minutes of just shameless publicity. Anything that you want to promote, anything you want to put out there. And I know you're probably gonna need an hour, but 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Anything you want to put out there.
Man, I didn't even know we was on the air this long.
Publicity.
Check it out, y'all. You know, I just want to say thank you all first and foremost. I'm the most humblest guy on this side of heaven. I love to make my network my net worth. If y'all are out there and you want me to show up and do anything to help you out to take yourself to the next level, be prayed up. Give yourself keep God in the midst and then ask me, because I have a discerning spirit. I want to help. I'm in the helping business, and you can find me each and every day. I run the Rice Awards page. I run C. Chandon Carter's page. I run my Twitter. I run my Facebook. All 7 pages of Facebook, I run them myself. I don't have a manager because I love talking to people individually. I'm not so God-like, but I act like and I work my way, my perfection, to be Christ-like. So if you have anything out there you want to talk about, I give a lot of free nuggets. Like on this show, if you listen to a show right now, you see that I'm giving a lot of free nuggets. So I will be having a master class in the month of November.
Okay.
And I'm going to be telling the story of how to get it, who to get it from, and when to go get it. It's a certain time frame you do everything.
Okay.
So if you go to work at 9 to 5, you can't get your blessings from 9 to 5 because the people that you need your blessing from works 9 to 5. So you got to be able to get your blessing after the regular work time.
Wow.
So I just want y'all to follow me at C. Chandon Carter Everything. And to all my friends out there that's listening, I told you all I was going to be on the air. I want to say thank you all for tuning in to Real 1100. And y'all keep it locked right here on this station, because I'll be celebrating my 10th year in radio at this same great station, Chandon's Corner, the fastest growing talk show in America on Love 860. We're having a big, juicy party, free food, on Monday, October the 7th for 2 hours. I'll be on air from 2 to 4. So I want y'all to come back to the station, keep us locked, because everybody going to get a gift. I'm giving away a whole lot of prizes on my show on Monday, October the 7th, celebrate my 10th year on radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Influencer Radio. You are here with your host, Kevin C. Pride, the #1 rated business show right here on Real 1100 AM. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now back with the #1 business show right here on Real 1100 AM. You are listening to Influencer Radio, and right now we're going to head into the Atlanta Business Journal Hot Topics. Now, we got a great story today, so we just going to focus on this one story because I think it deserves that much time. This is actually coming. It was reported by AP News by Paul Newberry that Jay-Z sells out Kaepernick, grabs big money from NFL. Okay?
You gonna start something?
I'm gonna start something.
Because I got an opinion on that one, but keep going.
No, I'm gonna let you have it, brother. It says, remember when Jay-Z was a dynamic hip-hop artist whose stark lyrics gave voice to the oppressed and downtrodden? Well, those days are over. He may have 99 problems, but a conscience certainly ain't one. Whoa. Completing his transformation to total sellout. These people are saying this stuff about Jay-Z. Oh, my God. To total sellout, Jay-Z climbed into bed with those racial progressives over at the NFL in what was clearly nothing more than a money grab from one side and a public relations coup for the other. Sorry, Cap.
Who said this?
This is coming from Paul Newberry.
Got you.
At AP News. I see you can't wait to jump on this one, so I'm gonna let you have the first grab at it. Tell me your thoughts on this.
And this is me being honest. It's to all my people.
Okay.
Okay. And if people don't know, I'm of African American descent. Okay. Shut up, all of y'all. I'm talking to Jamel Hill. Okay. Talking to Joe Budden. What's his name? What's the person's name?
Paul Newberry.
Paul Newberry. All of y'all need to shut up. Okay. Let me tell you why. Reason number one. The man ain't been in the job for 2 minutes.
Okay.
So you don't know what he's going to do and what he ain't going to do.
There you go.
Number two, this is an industry that has over 75% black, but it has. We've been clamoring for how many years that there's no black ownership, and the moment we get one in, everybody got a problem with it. And then he answered the question too. There was an interview. They said, are you going to do kneeling and stuff? And he said, well, we're past the kneeling part.
Yeah.
Like that's important. And it had to happen. That's like, he's like, when you're sick, you got to go to the doctor and have that conversation. But now you schedule the chemo.
There you go.
So where's the chemo? And that's what he's been saying. There's a Jay-Z lyric in the Blueprint where he says the industry is shady, got to take it over.
Wow.
I guess he meant that.
Yeah.
So my point is I don't really have an opinion left or right about what the move is for him because, nothing's happened yet. Yeah. The season hasn't even started yet, right? But for everybody who does automatically have this great epiphany and call him a sellout and they have it all concrete and figured out, dude, y'all the one playing coon to me.
Wow.
And that's just my 2 cents.
I'm gonna go to the man himself, C. Chan.
Well, I think what Jay-Z is doing, he's basically working his way into ownership, and in order to get into ownership, you have to be present first and foremost, because you still got 32 people that's they don't play ball. They probably never played ball, but they are that business man.
Okay.
What Jay-Z said. What Jay-Z said that he is. So you know what? Yeah, kneeling is over with. We got to move to the next level. We can kneel in 2017 or 2016, but it's 2019. They got sprayed with water cannons back in the 60s. But then they're not spraying with water cannons right now in 2019. Even though we moving forward right now, we still there's a different way. So get off your knees and start walking and marching.
Exactly.
Bring that back, because if you're on your knees too long, you're gonna stay complacent in one spot.
And then on the other side, act, vote,
run,
get out here and get elected. You know what I'm saying? Go run for office and really change something. Because all this yelling and screaming, protesting, all this type of stuff, I got to be honest with y'all, it's not changing anything.
It's not.
What changed things, you're going to have to do things the way everybody else do them. I spent 10 years of my life trying to fight doing things the way everybody else told me to do business.
Correct.
And guess what? I became successful the day I started doing business the way everybody else told me to do it.
That is so correct.
I ain't going to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do it my way.
That's
my way didn't work. Now, I did it the way it works. It works. It's not a secret to success. It ain't a secret to this. And then the other side of this, I own the Atlanta Business Journal, so I understand media. We report what's hot. This is a hot topic. This is going to push an emotional button, and it's going to get me views.
You can't please
and
everybody.
views is going to get me advertisers. So stuff like this, man, and I'm so sick of this, and this is one of the biggest things that we're trying to change with the Atlanta Business Journal. I'm sick of all these stories going out. We never talk about anything positive. We want to talk about the train wrecks, the baby mama stories, the shot up stories, and all this type of stuff, but we don't want to do things like the Rice Awards.
The robberies.
And do something that really puts us in a highlight and really highlights people that's actually doing something for their communities and stuff. It is nothing wrong with Jay-Z sitting down with these people, doing business with these people. You see what I'm saying? I don't care if you white, you black, or whatever. Money is green. And at the end of the day, once you get to a certain level, it's colorblind.
Definitely.
Folks don't care about this at the top. They care about money at the top. What's your bank account look like?
You know, Jay-Z ain't worried about money. He got money.
Exactly.
He got money to even give like 3 lifetimes. You know what I'm saying?
This is a statement.
He's going to be an infiltrator. He's going to infiltrate what's going on that we can't get to because we outside giving $13 billion a year as a black race.
Exactly.
To the people that controls everything.
And then you sitting up here complaining and still giving your money. Man, I can't stand them. I can't stand them. Y'all going to the game. I'm going. you gonna watch it? I'm watching.
Y'all getting them Jordan 20s? Y'all getting them your JT 20s? I'm getting them, right?
But you know this though. Look, there's 72,000 seats inside the arena. There's only 12% black people. All 12% is not going to participate with the boycott.
That's true.
Just if you want to boycott, it's hard to boycott the NFL when you only make up 12% of the nationality that attend the sporting arena.
Exactly. You really just take
Pick
it
your
out of the
battle.
conversation.
Only thing you need to do is say, just sit on the porch and just rock in the chair and say, oh, well, go Bears, you know.
I got to be honest to you on this side, too. And I know a lot of folks might not feel the way I feel. But even with the Kaepernick thing, I support Kaepernick, and I think it took a lot of courage to do what he did.
His name will go down in history, yes.
As a business owner, I would have fired him too. You are not fixing to come in my business and grandstand and do all this type of political stuff. We here to make money. This is a business at the end of the day.
It's good for 1 week.
Politics is somewhere else.
I could semi-agree with you, man. Like when Jesse Owens, I think it was Jesse Owens, when he raised his hand up, that's a monumental situation.
Yeah.
He only did it one time. But it lasts a long time.
Thank you.
That one time that he took his knee, okay, he did it. Now you can build off that, but still play. He just stayed on his knees too long. People, we got to get up.
Yes.
We got to get up and do something.
We got to move.
Don't let the day of the world pass by.
Damn.
We got to get up, get out, and get something.
Come on, say it.
Don't spend all your time trying to get bleep. No FCC.
But check it out though. It's just like I said, it's like dealing with an illness or something like that. Okay, you feel sick, you know there's something wrong, then you go have the conversation, which brings up and you talk about the ugly thing.
Yeah.
Now you schedule the treatment.
And now we seeing the treatment.
Exactly.
Y'all talking about we shut out. Look, we in the game.
So
I think
if
it's gonna
Jay-Z's a
do good.
sellout, I guess every dude who laces up is a sellout too. Julio Jones is a sellout.
Jordan was a sellout.
So Jordan
Remember?
was a sellout.
We did the
All
same
these
thing to
athletes are
Jordan.
sellouts, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Don't come up. No, don't take that money from.
We gotta stop that, man.
It's the small-minded people that always want to talk big about people because of the fact they can't get up. Everybody reached this plateau and they trying to break the ceiling, but they can't get it there because their ladder has stopped. So once you start dealing with people like Jay-Z, start supporting him to see what he's going to do. Give this man 2 to 3 years and see what he's going to do. See what his initiative is. Don't just judge the man because he was down with Colin Kaepernick. Okay, get off your knees. Move on. Go to something else. Let's bring something else up. Let's make sure that hashtag Me Too can go to bed. That's what we need to do. Let's put that hashtag Me Too. Let everybody that offended another woman or male in their lifetime, let's kill that in 2020. I want everybody, I challenge everybody out there right now, if you are part of that Me Too movement, bring them out before somebody else bring them out. Let's squash that hashtag down by 2020, the end of it at least.
Amen. You have been listening to Influencer Radio right here on the Real 1100 AM. I am so blessed. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today, C. Chandon Carter. I can't wait for your show to come back on. Y'all still, please stay tuned to us, Real 1100 AM. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday. Don't sit there stuck in traffic cussing folks out. Tune in, get some good business advice. Listen to some of the top people in the industry today about success, business, and entrepreneurship. You can catch the podcast. Go to Apple, go to Spotify, go to Google. Look for Influencer 365. And you can also text I365 Radio to 55469, and it'll give you all the information about the show. Thank y'all so much for joining us. The podcast will be available shortly, and it's been another great motivation month. I think it's been a good one.
All right.
Thank y'all so much. We are out.